Very good morning, one and all. Welcome to Math Classes by MSR. Yesterday, we discussed about how centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. So, today we are going to discuss the remaining parts of the video. What we discussed yesterday is the last video we discussed about how centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. In this video, we are going to discuss how is centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1, and what is 9-point circle and 9-point center. Next, how is 9-point center is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter, and how is ON is 10G is GS is 3:1:2. So these points we are going to discuss in this video. So first point already we discussed yesterday that centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. So now we are going to discuss how centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. This point we are going to derive now. So before that, what is centroid we discussed yesterday, the point of concurrence of medians of the triangle. And what is orthocenter is the point of concurrence of altitude of a triangle. Point of concurrence of altitudes of the triangle. Orthocenter is point of concurrence of altitudes of a triangle. Circumcenter is the point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle. That is circumcenter. Circumcenter is equidistant from the vertices. Circumcenter is equidistant from the vertices. Okay. So now we will prove now how is centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. So we are going to discuss this point today. Now let us say ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. Okay. So if ABC is a triangle, I am drawing two altitudes. One altitude here from A. Again from C, I am drawing one more altitude. Okay. Their point of concurrence will be the orthocenter. Okay. So let us name these points as some D, some G here. So these two are perpendicular. So altitude means perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side. Perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side. That is our altitude. So their point of concurrence is orthocenter O here. Okay. Now we are going to discuss. Next, what I will do is I will take some circumcenter here. Yes. Somewhere S is the circumcenter. Okay. Through S, draw one perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector is bisects the side as well as perpendicular to the side. Okay, so BE is equals to EC here. Now we know that, let us draw one circumcircle here. Circumcircle is always passing through the vertices of the triangle. Circumcenter is always passes through the vertices of the triangle. See, let us see here. So this is called circumcircle, and which is always passing through the vertices of the triangle. See, ABC, through ABC the circle is passing through. Hence we can call for the ABC, this is the circumcircle. The center of this circumcircle is nothing but our circumcenter. Okay. So radius of the circumcircle is circumcircle is distance from vertex to the circumcenter. AS is one radius, BS is radius, CS is also radius. So circumcenter is equidistant from the vertices of the triangle. So we have drawn one circumcircle. Now I am drawing one diameter through B. Draw diameter through B. So I am drawing one diameter through B. Okay, through B I am drawing the diameter. So S is the circumcenter. So S is a midpoint of, say suppose this point is some D. D already there, right? So let us say this is some F. Okay, some F. Now join CF. Okay, join AF. Now listen properly now. Now if you see triangle BCF, triangle BCF, S is a midpoint of BF, BS is equals to SF, and E is a midpoint of BC because it is a perpendicular bisector, okay, which bisects the side as well as perpendicular to the side, perpendicular bisector. So now BE is equals to EC, BE is equals to EC, okay. Now by midpoint theorem, what is that we can say that the line segment joining midpoints of any two sides, the line segment joining midpoints of any two sides is parallel to third side and half of the third side. That means by midpoint theorem we can say that SE is half of CF. Okay. Now if I say CF length is some 2x, SC length will be x. Do you understand? Triangle BCF by using midpoint theorem. S is a midpoint of BF and E is midpoint of BC. Okay. So that means SE is half of CF as well as parallel to CF. Okay. So SE is half of CF. So I consider CF as x, SE as x. CF as 2x, SE will be x because half of that. Now we know that this is a diameter, this is a circle. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Now if you observe here, FC is perpendicular to BC and AD is perpendicular to BC. When same line is perpendicular to the both the lines are perpendicular to the same line BC, then we can say that these two are parallel. FC is parallel to AD. FC is parallel to AD. Both are perpendicular to the same line. FC is perpendicular to BC, AD is perpendicular, so both are parallel. Both are parallel. And moreover, see this BF is diameter, angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. This angle will be 90 degrees. Angle BIF is also 90. Now it's same way, CE is perpendicular to BA, FA is also perpendicular to BA, hence we can say that those two are parallel, right? Yes or no? Now if you see, now if I consider a quadrilateral AOCF, quadrilateral AOCF, okay, quadrilateral AOCF, is it a parallelogram or not? Check it out. COE is parallel to CF, FA, and AOE is parallel to CF. So these two are parallel, these two are parallel. Both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, we can say that it is a parallelogram. So AOCF is a parallelogram. Once they are parallel, once it is a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal automatically. So CF is equals to AO will be equals to 2x. So AO is also 2x. Okay, CF is equals to 2x, AO is also 2x. Now what I will do is, I will draw one median through A. Draw median through A. Okay, median I have drawn AE. Okay, median I have drawn. Now join OS. Okay, now clearly observe. Okay, so this is S. this point of intersection of OS and AE, OS and AE is some k. Point of intersection of OS and AE is some k. Okay. So now take the triangle. So I am drawing separately for your understanding. A O K S T, A O K S E. Okay. So these two triangles you see. So I am drawing these two triangles. I drawn these two triangles here. Now these two compare. If we compare these two triangles, opposite angles are equal. This angle and this angle will be equal. And we know that AO is parallel to CF as well as SE is also parallel to CF. Here from this point, SE is parallel to CF. Means we can say that AO is also parallel to SE. So AO is parallel to SE. So by vertical, by alternate angles, this angle and this angle is also equal. Okay, this automatically third angle will be equal. Now we can say that this triangle and this triangle are similar. If the triangles are similar, ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal. And moreover, SE length we know x, AO length we know 2x. Now ratio of the corresponding sides you write. Triangle AOK is similar to triangle AOK is similar to triangle ESK. Okay, these two triangles are similar. Okay, now if they are similar, ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal. AO by ES is equals to OK by KS is equals to AK by EK. AK by EK. So here AE is nothing but median. You should know that. AE is median. E is the midpoint of BC. A is the vertex. Line joining will be the median. Now check it out. AO length how much? 2x. ES length how much? X. So 2x by x is equals to OK by kx. Ks is equals to AK by EK or KE. Okay. Now x cancel 2 by 1. So we got AK by EK. AK is KE is equals to 2 is to 1. Means what is AE here? AE is nothing but median. And the last proof what we done is, which point divides the median in the ratio 2 is to 1? Which point divides median in the ratio 2 is to 1? Only the centroid. That means K must be a centroid. That means here this K is nothing but centroid. So OK is KS is also 2 is to 1. So I will write instead of that OG is GS is 2 is to 1. So here we got that AK is EK is 2 is to 1. So as AE is a median, so in median only centroid divides the median in the ratio 2 is to 1. Already we proved that. Only centroid divides each median in the ratio 2 is to 1. So here K must be a centroid. So that means OG is to GS is 2 is to 1. By this case, OK is to KS is 2 is to 1. So OK is K is nothing but here centroid. So OG is to GS is 2 is to 1. So we know that. Now we got the centroid G divides O and S in the ratio 2 is to 1. G divides O and S in the ratio 2 is to 1. G divides O and S. Centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2 is to 1. Okay. Now second point also we discussed. Now we are going to discuss about what is 9-point circle and what is 9-point center. Okay, that points we are going to discuss now. What is 9-point circle and what is 9-point center? Okay, so for this I am drawing the triangle. A big triangle I drawn. Now, what are the 9 points we will discuss first? What are the 9 points of a 9-point circle. Okay, so what is 9-point circle? Purely the definition is the circle which passes through all the given 9 points. What are the 9 points? I am going to discuss first. So let us say that this triangle is ABC. ABC is the triangle. ABC is the triangle. Okay, draw altitudes. So I am drawing the 3 altitudes from the vertices. Okay, that is nothing but, so here you should understand that this is these 3 points as D, E, F. The feet of altitudes. This is the first point. Feet of altitudes. Okay, feet of altitudes. How many are there? 3 points. D, E, F. The 9-point circle passes through, definitely will pass through the feet of altitudes. 3 points we got. Next, midpoints of the sides. Midpoints of the sides. Say some X, Y and Z. Okay, these 3 are midpoints of the sides. Okay, so midpoints of sides. They are X, Y, Z. So another 3 points we got. Next one, this is the orthocenter, the point of concurrence of altitudes. The midpoint of vertex to the orthocenter. The line segment joining midpoint of vertex to the orthocenter. So this line segment midpoint I am taking as some P. The midpoint of BY as Q. Midpoint of CY as R. So the circle which passes through the feet of altitudes as well as midpoints of 3 sides as well as the midpoint of the line segment joining vertex to the orthocenter. Like that 3 midpoints are there. So through these 9 points, if any circle passes through, that circle we call it as 9-point circle. That circle we call it as 9-point circle. Okay, let us try to draw the circle here. Let us try in this way, otherwise we will draw manually a circle. Okay. So we will draw manually here. So circle passes through all the 9 points. So it is not seems to be like a circle, but please adjust. See, let us say this is a circle, though it is not appears to be a circle. Okay, please okay, let us assume okay. Now see, this is a circle passing through these 9 points. Okay, now this is called 9-point circle. This is called 9-point circle. So the circle which passes through altitudes, feet of altitudes, 3 altitudes and 3 sides midpoints as well as midpoints of the side, line segment joining vertex to the orthocenter. Okay, so these 9 points, the cycle passes through these 9 points is called as a 9-point circle. Now comes to what is 9-point center. So let us join P2 X. Now already we know that AD is altitude. Now if you see the PX makes an angle on the circle 90 degrees. PX is a chord of the circle, right? PX is a chord of the circle. Line segment join any 2 points on the circle is called as chord. PX is chord of the circle, makes an angle 90 degrees on the circumference of a circle. That means what is that? You can say that PX is diameter of 9-point circle. Diameter of 9-point circle. Okay, if Px is diameter, then what is 9-point center? The midpoint of Px. Midpoint of Px. Midpoint of Px is the center of 9-point circle. Midpoint of Px is the center of 9-point circle. Okay, now same from here on. See, what is the diameter? You should remember here. P is the midpoint of AO and X is the midpoint of side BC. So, same I am opening in the last proof. Here, AO is nothing but vertex to the orthocenter. Its midpoint is nothing but, there we have P. Yes or no? There we have P. So, in that proof, P is the midpoint of AO I am considering. P2E if you join, P2E if you join, P2E. So here in this proof, consider P is the midpoint of AO and P2E join P2E. In P2E, this point is and OS and PE intersecting at a point some Z, say suppose. Okay, some Z. So PE and OS intersecting at the point OZ. Now you check. I am drawing separately here so that you will find the relation between the 9-point center and orthocenter circumcenter. Okay, 9-point center is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter. How it is, we are going to discuss now. Okay, this total length is 2x, this length will be x, this length will be x. Okay, so I am drawing like this. A, O. Okay, this point I consider as some Z, SE. As well as AO is parallel to SE. These two are vertically opposite angles. As these two are parallel, these two angles are equal, alternate interior angles. So this triangle is similar to this triangle. This triangle is similar to this triangle. Now we can say that once this triangle is similar to this triangle, ratio of the corresponding sides will be equal automatically. The AO length is x. AO na P, sorry, triangle POZ, POZ and SZE. Okay, now PO length is x, SE length is also x, because PV is the midpoint of AO I considered. P2E will be the our diameter of 9-point circle. Yes or no? Diameter of the 9-point circle is midpoint of AO and midpoint of the side BC. That only we considered here. Okay, so based on that, Z is the so AE is the median. Now you see. Sorry, PE is the line segment joining midpoint of AO and E is the midpoint of the side BC. Now PE acts as the diameter of the 9-point circle. Now you check this triangle and this triangle. These two triangles are similar. Yes, and at least two angles are similar, equal, then the triangles are similar. Ratio of the corresponding sides, you write PO by SE, PO by SE is equals to PO by SE is equals to PO by SE is equals to, okay, next PZ by ZE, PZ by ZE, okay, which is equals to OZ by ZS, OZ by ZS. These two triangles are similar. I am writing ratio of the corresponding sides. PO length is X, SE length also X. So X by X 1. That means PZ by ZE equals to 1. That means Z is the midpoint of PE or not? Z is the midpoint of PE. As PE is a diameter of the circle, what will be the midpoint of diameter? It will be the center of the circle or not? That means Z is the center of the circle. Z is the center of the circle, which is the center of the circle, that is 9-point center. 9-point center we used to denote by N. That means N is the midpoint of PE. So that means OZ by ZS is also 1 we got. OZ by ZS is also 1. That means Z is nothing but here our 9-point circle center. So ON is to NS is 1 is to 1. That means N is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter. N is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter. This is also we proved. 9-point center is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter we proved. Okay. So here N is midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter. Already we proved that. From there only we can prove that one more condition. Okay. Now from here if I prove one more condition, draw AS, join AS. Okay. Join AS. AS is nothing but circumradius. AS is nothing but circumradius. Now join PK. Here K acts as a wait. Okay. So here in this point, this is 9-point center, right? 9-point center. N is where it is here. Z we consider as N here. So we got that it is N. Okay. Now there is a point A. This A I am drawing here for your understanding. Join AS. Join AS. Okay. For your understanding, join AS. So this triangle only I am drawing here. So we got now P is a midpoint of AO. We know that P is a midpoint of AO. N is a midpoint of OS. Yn is 10 is 2 is to 1. 1 is to 1. Pn is radius of 9-point circle. Pn is radius of 9-point circle. AS is radius of circumcircle. Radius of circumcircle. That means circumradius. So from circumcenter to vertex is nothing but circumradius. Okay, R. Now P is a midpoint of AO, N is a midpoint of OS. By midpoint theorem, what is that you can conclude? Pn is parallel to AS as well as Pn is half of AS. That means 9-point circle radius is, the radius of 9-point circle is half of the radius of circumcircle. Means 9-point circle radius is half of circumradius. 9-point circle radius is half of circumradius. So this point is also clear. So now last point we have to discuss here now. How ON is, NG is, GS is 3:1:2 we are going to discuss. How ON is, NG is, GS is 3:1:2 we are going to discuss. Okay. So now you see. Okay. Now just now we proved that ortho center is the ortho center 9-point center is the midpoint of ortho center and circumcenter. So ON is 10 is 2:1. Okay, and moreover, centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. That is the starting proof we done. OG is GS is 2:1. Sorry, this is 1:1. ON is 10S is 1:1. OG is GS is 2:1. From here on, if I draw a line O N some G S. So N is the midpoint of OS. Okay, ON length is X, NS length is also X, and OG east GS is 2:1 ratio. So this is some 2y, this is y. That means OS is X plus X or 2y plus y, 3y. 2x is equals to 3y. 2x is equals to 3y. Yes or no? In any way. Then what is X? 3y by 2. Using this we will find out now. ON is and G is GS values. Okay. ON is nothing but X. ON is NG is GS. ON is nothing but X. NG means N to S is X. G to S is Y. NG means X minus Y we can write now. Okay. Next GS. GS is Y. Okay. All convert in terms of one variable. Let us say in terms of Y. This is 3y by 2 is to 3y by 2 minus y is to y. This is 3y by 2 minus y, that is y by 2 is to y. Now throughout y if we cancel, 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 is 1. Throughout multiply with 3 you will get 3 is 1 is, throughout multiply with 2, 3 is to 1 is to 2. So ratio ON is NG is GS, sorry, ON is NG is GS is equals to 3 is to 1 is to 2. So this point also we got. So ON is NG is GS is 3 is to 1 is to 2. ON is NG is GS is 3 is to 1 is to 2. So this relation also we got. So in this video we done how centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Next we done what is a 9-point circle and what is 9-point center and what is diameter of the 9-point circle. Okay, then we discussed 9-point center is the midpoint of orthocenter and circumcenter, and then we discussed 9-point circle radius is half of the radius of the circumcircle, that is circumradius. 9-point circle radius is half of circumradius. Next we discussed ON is NG is GS is 3:1:2. 3:1:2. ON is NG is GS is 3:1:2. I think you like the video. If you like, please share and subscribe. Okay, we will come with the another interesting video in the next session. Okay, bye to all. We'll meet again in the next session. Bye for now.